Hello, I'm Adrienne Peters. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be offering a short and sweet core strengthening mindfulness workout along with some stretching and general relaxation. So please join me. All you need is your body and a mat. And we are going to start seated. Taking a moment to find a comfortable seat. For some of us, that could be cross-legged. You might need to sit with your legs extended. You can place something underneath your sitting bones if you need to allow your pelvis to tilt. This can be nice if you have any low back issues, tight hamstrings. Any way that you can be comfortable. You can even sit in a chair if you need to. And then just taking a moment here to connect to your breath. Allowing yourself a moment of stillness. Noticing the way your breath is moving in and out of your body. And then intentionally beginning to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Creating a nice, slow, even breath. Allowing the length of your exhale to match or extend the length of your inhale. And then take a big inhale through your nose, hold it. See if you can take in a little bit more air. Big exhale through the mouth. Just know that you can do that anytime throughout your day. If you need to slow down, you need to shake off some stress or tension, if you need to become a little bit more present. And then softly start to blink open your eyes. Inhale, chest comes forward, spread the collarbones, shoulders stay down. Exhale, pull the belly in, chest comes back. Chin can come down here. This is a seated cat and cow. Inhale, open up, cow. Exhale, pull back, cat. Again, you can also do this in a chair. You can do this on your shins. Whatever you need to do to allow yourself to have good posture and to stay connected with your breath. A couple more here. One more. And then shrug the shoulders up towards your ears and release. Shrug, release, shrug, release, shrug, release, 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 release. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way out and up. Exhale, interlace your fingers and flip your palms. Reach the palms up towards the ceiling and simultaneously drop your shoulder blades down your back. You can release your chin a little bit, letting go of any tension in the back of the neck. And then place your hands behind the nape of the neck. Lift your chin up while supporting your head. Continue to open through the elbows. Being careful not to splay the ribs here, so there's a little toning in the abdomen as you open through the chest. And then we're going to contract in just like we did in our seated cat and cow. But now our elbows are coming in towards each other and our head is coming all the way down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Release your arms out in front of you. Stay in this contracted position. Flip your palms again and then press them away from you, opening through the space between the shoulder blades. Come all the way up, inhale, and exhale, reach up and over to your right. Keep your left sitting bone down. If you need to, you can bend the elbows here. Breathe. Back to center, inhale. Exhale to the other side. And breathe to where you feel it. Notice if there's tension peaking in a certain area or somewhere that feels especially sticky or stuck. And then back to center. Inhale, go to the right. Exhale as you contract and come forward. Sweeping up to the left. Inhale up and exhale around. Inhale up, exhale around. Inhale up, exhale around. One more time. Inhale up, exhale around. Keep going, finishing the circle. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release your arms all the way out and down. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down a few times here, just releasing any tension. And as you can see, we're just stretching so far, but I'm already beginning to generate a lot of heat in my body because there is a lot of core stabilization happening to be able to do these stretches. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, interlace the fingers and flip the palms. Up and over to the left. Exhale, forward, to the right. Back up as you inhale. Around and up. Around and up. Around and up. Just one more. Around and up. Inhale here. Exhale, release the arms all the way out and down. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Now, if you can't interlace here, that's okay. You can hold on to a piece of clothing. Just try to open through the chest and squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Release your chin to your chest for a moment. You can rock a little side to side. And then release the arms, come back to center. Making your way onto all fours. So coming into a tabletop position here. Hands right underneath the shoulders and knees right underneath the hips. Another couple of cat and cows here. Inhale. Exhale, really toning the abdominals as you exhale. And then we're going to begin to move forward and back a little bit here. So walking the hands a little bit more forward, coming back, hips toward the heels, contracting in, and then arching forward. Exhale as you round. Inhale as you arch. And you can kind of mix this up in any way that feels good for you, just listening to your body. And then, if you want to, you can start to incorporate the hips a little bit. Making sure that you're staying connected to the breath. And then go the other way if you're making any kind of a circle. You might hear some cracks and snaps and pops. That's good. That's just your joints lubricating. And then we're all going to meet back in child's pose. Toes touch, knees wide apart. Head rests on the mat. See if you can prop yourself up onto your fingertips here. This will allow your chest and your upper back to open a little more. And then slowly shift yourself forward, hands back under the shoulders, knees back under the hips. Curl your toes under and then make your way up and back to downward facing dog. And then take a moment in downward facing dog to get nice and comfortable. You can bend and straighten each leg. You can move your hips a little side to side. You can shake your head no. Nod your head yes. And then walk your hands a little closer to your feet so you're in a really short downward facing dog. Take your right hand across. See if you can take hold of your left calf. Bend your right elbow and then look under your left armpit. Continue to press firmly through the left palm. Try to keep your hips neutral. And then come back to center. Take a moment and switch to the other side. Left hand to the outside of the right calf. Pressing your chest towards your thighs and then taking your gaze under that right armpit. Hips are neutral. Right palm presses firmly. And if this is a really intense stretch, just know that you can come as close as you need to your legs, and you can keep your legs bent if you need to. Walking the hands all the way back to the feet, chest to the thighs. Press into your feet as you slowly roll up, stacking the spine, one vertebra at a time. And then when you get to the top, take a moment here, adjust your clothes, shake it off a little. And then we're going to come into Tadasana, mountain pose. So big toes touch, a little sliver between the heels. And shoulders are back and down, chest is open, palms face forward, energy up through the crown of the head. Lifting slightly through the inner thighs, lifting the kneecaps, rooting down through the feet. The tailbone draws back and down, belly button in towards the spine. Ribs are zipped up, collarbones spread, head floats on top. Good. From here, inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, slowly fold forward with a long, flat back. Inhale, come up halfway and stay here. I'm going to turn a little to the side. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. I really want you to focus on that flat back. And you can also place your hands on your thighs if that works better for you. Think about the back of the neck being long. So just the head is an extension of the spine. You're breathing. And then if it's okay for your body, this is also already toning your core, but if you want a little more, we're going to bring the arms out to the side. Good, kind of like you're flying. And then if you have the shoulder flexibility and the core strength here, we're going to inhale the arms forward and then exhale the arms back. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. My palms are coming towards each other. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And one more, inhale forward, exhale back. Interlace the fingers behind the back, fold. So again, if you can't quite interlace your fingers here, you can take hold of some type of clothing or material. You can reach for the space behind you and just kind of squeeze your palms together. And then bending the knees as much as you need to here, release the head. Let some blood flow to the brain. Try to draw the shoulders out of the neck. And then release the hands to the ground. From here, we're going to find our way into plank. So the top of a push-up. I want you to really root down through your palms. Your heels are high. Your belly is drawing in and up. Good. If you need to modify, your knees can come down. If you have shoulder injuries, you can always take an elbow plank here. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. We're going to sit back into a child's pose. Deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Good. Finding your way into a tabletop now. Curling the toes under. We're going to hover the knees up off the ground, about 1.5 inches or so. And we're going to hold here for 8, 7. Really pulling that low belly in towards the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the knees bent. Press your chest back toward your thighs with the knees bent. Get a good stretch for your shoulders here. Shift forward, release the knees down. Tap out the tops of the feet. Walk your hands forward for puppy dog pose. Hips stay over the knees here. And then your chest melts down toward the mat. Your forehead can come down to rest. Maybe your chin. Maybe you're not able to really rest any part of your head on the ground, and that's okay too. You can always place something under your forehead to raise the floor up here. We're opening through the chest. We're breathing. Pressing into your palms, shift forward. We're going to find Sphinx pose. So elbows are under the shoulders. Palms are pressing straight down into the earth. We're going to press into the tops of the feet, lift the kneecaps, and then imagine you're dragging the floor towards you as you lift your chest, keeping the neck neutral. So we don't want to throw the chin back here. We're just looking straight forward. You should feel a nice toning in your transverse abdominals, so wrapping around to the low back. Now from here, we're going to put the knees down. If you need to, you can interlace your fingers here. We're going to come up into a forearm plank. We're going to keep the knees down at first. We're keeping the tops of the feet down as well. It's a lot more challenging when you're just placing the tops of the feet down. If you're feeling okay here and you want to pump it up to the next notch, we're going to lift the knees. If that hurts your low back at all, just put them back down. We're holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Pelvis comes down. Walk the hands forward into seal pose. So same concept as Sphinx, except our arms are extended. Our shoulders are down. We're pressing into the tops of the feet. We're rooting down through the pubic bone. Come all the way down, left ear to the mat, arms out to a T. Relax your hips. Relax your knees. Take a belly breath. Bend your right knee, and then we're going to place the right foot behind the left leg. So here, your left arm is still extended out right at shoulder height. And then you can use your right hand to press into the ground and open up into your twist a little deeper. So meaning that right knee is going to come back a little more. Or you can walk that right hand out away from you and create opposition so that you're really stretching through the upper back, the space between the shoulder blades. Slowly come back to center. Come back into Sphinx. Root down through the pubic bone. Belly button pulls in and up. Kneecaps are lifted, pressing down through the tops of the feet. And again, we're going to find that forearm plank. So starting by coming up onto the knees, tops of the feet are down. Maybe you stay right here. If you want a little more, lift the kneecaps up. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the knees down. Pelvis comes down. Seal pose again. And release right ear to the mat. Open the arms out to a T. Rock your hips a little, loosen up through the low back. Rolling onto your right side. Left foot comes behind the right leg. And my right arm is coming right out of that right shoulder. I'm going to start by using my fingertips on the mat to kind of open a little more into the twist. I'm protecting my low back with my abdominals here. And then broadening by walking the left fingertips out away, so you're creating opposition, feeling it more in the upper back. And then back to center. From here, we're going to take our hands, place the right palm down, left on top, and then just rest the forehead, allowing the body to just relax for a moment. And then again, lifting the kneecaps, pressing into the tops of the feet, rooting the pubic bone down. We're just gonna lift the head and lower. Lift and lower. Really toning the transverse abdominals. Keeping the neck nice and neutral here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. This time arms come forward. Rock your hips a little bit. Forehead comes down. Now you can keep the forehead down here if you want to. That would be a modified variation. Lift the right arm and the left leg. Point through the left toes, stretch through the right fingertips, and then release. Switch. Left arm, right leg, and then release. For a little bit more, you're going to float the head up off the ground, just requiring you to use more of your core. You shouldn't feel this in the neck. If you do, maybe just rest your head back down. One more each side. And arms down by your sides. Rest your left ear on the mat. Take a big belly breath. Good. Take your right ear to the mat. Pause here. Take another big belly breath. Let it go. Hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to come into a low cobra. So tops of the feet press down, shoulder blades press together, chest is lifted. And then curl the toes under. We're going to press up to plank, back to downward facing dog. Walking the feet slowly to meet the hips. This time feet hip distance apart, bend the knees generously, hang in a ragdoll holding opposite elbows. We're going to inhale, sweep up to the right. Exhale, release down on the left. I'm going to turn to face you. Up and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right leg starts to straighten. Left leg starts to straighten. Right knee bends, left knee bends. One more time on this side. Inhaling. And exhale. Hang out here. And we go the other way. Inhaling up on the left. Exhaling down on the right. Inhaling up. Exhale around. Inhaling up. Exhale around. So this is a really nice way to use your core and release tension at the same time. And we're going to end down at the bottom. Find that sway one more time. Release the hands down. Shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Bend the knees and slowly roll yourself back up to stand. Inhale, palms touch. Overhead, feet come together. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, we're going to come into chair pose, keeping hands at the heart center. And then we're going to twist left elbow, if you can here, to the outside of the right thigh. If that doesn't work for you, you can just kind of open the arms. Try to keep your weight nice and even through your feet here. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up to center, reach your arms to the sky. Inhale, look up, lift up, and then exhale, cactus the arms and open the chest. Keep your glutes firm, keep your abs firm. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Sitting back into chair pose on the other side. So right elbow comes across to the left thigh. And again, if that doesn't work for you, you can come up a little bit and just open the arms. Holding here. Squeeze the thighs together, open up through the chest. Good, inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk your feet back to plank. Knee to nose. If you need to modify here, you can put one knee down and do one side at a time, just making sure that you take a moment to alternate sides. Hold. Release your left knee down. Pivot so that your left toes face behind you and open up into a modified side plank. Left hand is under the left shoulder. Right arm is reaching for the sky. You're finding a nice opening here. It should feel pretty good. Then reach your right arm overhead and stretch out through the right side body. If you're able to, lift your right foot, flex the foot. So options are hang out here, lift the foot, or add a little flow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach, 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 reach. Find that stretch. Good. And then from here, you're going to make your way back into plank. Bring the knees down. Sit back into child's pose. Take a breath in. Let it go. And meet me in tabletop. So I'm going to turn this way so that when we do the other side, you can see the front of me. So from tabletop, curling the toes under, hovering the knees up off the ground about 1.5 inches or so, we're going to twist. Right knee down, left knee down. Right knee down, left knee down. Down and down. Just lifting up a little bit, tapping the knees down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee comes down. Left leg extends. Right foot comes behind you. Left arm reaches to the sky. Now from here, again, left arm overhead, finding that side body stretch. You can hang out here. If you want a little more, float the left leg. And if you want to bump it up another notch, we add those little crunches. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach, 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 reach. Open up into that stretch. See if you can lift your chest a little bit and then make your way back into plank. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Press back, downward facing dog. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes, releasing any tension in the neck. We're gonna walk ourselves forward a little bit here. So we're kind of in a short down dog again. And this time, We're gonna bring our weight a little bit more onto our hands. So we're shifting forward, we're looking forward, and then we're going to lift the right leg up and down. If you want a little bit more here, you can begin to do a little bunny hop, where your left foot comes off the ground a little bit. And if this is just not working for you, you can do down dog leg lifts here, or tabletop leg lifts. And then the other side, so taking a moment, shifting your weight onto your hands, left leg lifts up and down. Option to add on that little hop. And if you can do a handstand, by all means, please do. If you just even find that little moment of suspension where both feet are up off the ground, that's amazing, and it feels really fun and really scary. And then we're gonna hang in ragdoll again. So feet should already be hip distance apart. Just release the hands, holding opposite elbows, releasing any tension in the shoulders. Hands to the earth. Slowly roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, arms by your side. This time, chin to the chest. Inhale. And exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time. Bend the knees a lot. Release through your spine, like you're just pouring yourself down onto your mat. And then from here, you're gonna make your way back into a tabletop. Another shoulder stretch here. Inhale, right arm to the sky, open up the chest. Exhale, thread it underneath, right ear to the mat. Walk the left hand forward, hollow out that left armpit. Keep the hips nice and neutral as you do so. And breathe. You're welcome to stay here or reach that left arm to the sky, opening that left shoulder, maybe wrapping it back behind the waist. Arm back to the sky if you've wrapped it. Release it back down. Take a moment. Slide the hand back in. Press into the left palm. Reach that right arm back out and up. And come back to tabletop. Taking a couple of barrel rolls through your chest here. And then the other way. Back to neutral. Left arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, thread it underneath. Left ear to the mat. And again, we have those options. We can walk the right hand forward and hang out here, hollowing out that right armpit. Maybe we peel that shoulder open, reaching fingertips to the sky. Or maybe we find that bind. Wherever you are, make sure that you can breathe comfortably, that your hips can stay neutral. Reach the right arm back to the sky if you've wrapped it. Place it down in front of you on your mat. Pause. Slide the right hand back in under the right shoulder. Sweep the left arm out and up. Bring the left hand down. And then we're gonna just sit back on our shins for a moment. If you're not able to sit on your shins, you can also do this one standing. So I'll show it to you from here first, and then I'll show you standing. So we're going to separate the knees, probably about 6 inches apart or so. Inhale, stand up, rise up. You're gonna reach your arms to the sky, lift your chest, tone your abs, and then exhale, you're gonna contract in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it in. So to do this standing, inhale, lift and kind of come into a little back bend here, and then bend the knees, exhale,